A pleasant good afternoon and welcome back to the 2024 Beat Baseball All-Star Showcase presented by Tappy Sports. This is Game 2 coming up here. Game 1 was last night. Game 1 was won by the red team by a score of 33-21. The teams are back on the field. They are done warming up, and we are just about to get going on a bright, sunny but pleasant day down in San Antonio, Texas here at Star Complex. David Benny back alongside our play-by-play, Rosina Foster. As you can hear, the blue team down 1-0 in this showcase, firing it up along the third base sidelines. They are ready to try to even this series up, but it's going to take a little bit of defense, Rosina. They gave up 33 runs, and they gave up 13 of those in the 6th inning.
It's definitely, you saw the balls moving very quickly last night. These fields are hard, dry, short, and fast. A little bit of an improvement out there this morning as I saw them warming up. They're really concentrating on that defense and getting their bodies in front of it, sure, so that it does not bounce off of them. We do have the blue team heading out to the field, red team huddling up on our right as they prepare for their at-bat.
And if you saw last night's game, it opened up with the red team jumping out to a huge lead. They were up 12-2, in fact, going to the bottom of the 2nd. And then the blue team started battling back, and at one point even took the lead in the game for a brief period. The score, as I recall, was 20-19 red going into the top of the 6th, and then Pat Krause and that offense for the red team just exploded and put up 13 runs and closed it out on defense with some putouts in the bottom of the 6th. The final score was 33-21, but the game was much closer than that. The big heavy hitters last night for Team Red, certainly Justin Holland was 9 for 10. He was put out one time, but he scored all of the other 9 times he came to the plate. Extremely rare for a player in any game to score 9 runs in one single game, but such was the case. Axel Cox off the bench was 6 for 6. So a lot of run production there, and the lineups are a little bit different here today, so we'll have Rosina go over those. A few changes, especially for the red team.
So the red team, we're going to have a lead off with Dustin Youngren. He is in our batter's box. After that will be John Margis, then Axel Cox, then Grant Simpson, Rich Schultz, and Mark Ivy.
And Mark Morris is the designated fielder to start out this game today for the red team. It appears, Rosina, then, that Team Blue has won the toss, and they're going to be the home team if Dustin is up getting ready to bat. They were the home team yesterday, but it didn't affect the outcome as the red team took it anyway.
We do have a couple practice tosses out here with Pat, as we have Jordan Simpson for our umpire.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have 2 NBBA certified umpires here today now, as Jordan Simpson has shown up. She arrived last evening, and so we'll have double duty now with her and Jason Price.
And again, our scorekeeper, Katie Mathena, and our base runner is Fonzie Madrano, who also supplied our bases and the balls.
This is our 8th All-Star game total over the 3 years that we've held this event, and Katie has been our scorekeeper for all 8 of them.
Pat stretching out a little bit as Dustin is now up at home plate as we prepare to start this second game for the 2025 All-Star.
Here we go. Jordan calls game on.
And the ball's just over the bat for the first strike.
The voice you hear in the pitcher circle is Pat Krause. He was the winning pitcher last night. Jared Woodard again will be pitching for Team Blue.
Just underneath.
Youngren scored a couple of runs yesterday. They've moved him up to leadoff today.
Just underneath again.
And for what I hear, Youngren was here early this morning, ready to go.
He was. He was the first red team member here. With Mark Ivey right behind him. It's going to be a grounder on the left, just past Richie Flores as Aaron, it passed his hands, and that's going to be a run for Dustin. Definitely having the same issues of slipping right through the fingers there tonight as we saw last night.
Yeah, it's moving fast even when it's on the ground, and Dustin is fast as well. So, first run on the board for the red team, picking up where they left off from yesterday. 1-0, just getting going in the top of the first. Now, if you remember, those of you who saw the showcase last year, Jared Woodard and Darnell Booker's team dropped the first game last year and then came back and won the next two. So we'll see if that repeats itself today, but a good start for the red team already. 1-0.
John Marr just making his way up to home plate.
Marr just struck out once in yesterday's game, but other than that, he was making some really good contact. Hitting defenders with balls twice.
Just underneath. It's going to be a short pop-up over into left behind Richie. Aaron trying to get past him, and Darius running for it. That's going to be another run for red.
So that defense on the left side has been changed up too. Is Darius playing deeper now? Is that right, Rosina?
That is correct.
They had Darius at that shortstop position yesterday. Now they've got Flores playing there with Aaron in the midfield position, and then Darius dropped over deep left.
Axel Cox up at the plate.
Axel was not retired at all yesterday. He came in the third inning and scored all 6 times at the plate and had a putout.
Checking the field to make sure they're all good. Base check.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's make a play now. Come on.
And there's a ball that just randomly came on behind us. So
it's a rogue beat ball.
You said bases, Cassie. Yeah, hold on.
My bad. All right. Bases?
Just over the top, outside edge of the bat. Just over the top again.
Pat telling Axel, that's me. Pat missed a little there.
A little bit early on the swing.
So 3 strikes. I don't think he got to 3 strikes on Pat with any of the at-bats he had yesterday. He was just on fire.
Oh, just catching the edge of it.
Ooh, we missed him. Well, we maybe broadcasters jinx a little bit. So there's a strikeout of Axel Cox. That's the first time that he's been retired all weekend long, and that's the first out of the inning. So 2 in and 1 out. Just getting going here. And again, as we did yesterday, I'll ask if any of our viewers or listeners cares to help us by sharing this stream around to the other various platforms. We would appreciate that. No, Beatball Nation is following along, Beatball Central.
This is Grant Simpson up at the plate. Nice hard practice swing for Pat.
Grant, one of 2 rookies that are competing in this showcase, both from the Bayou City Heat.
Just barely underneath the swing.
I was talking to Pat after the game yesterday, and he was giving a lot of the credit to his hitters, some of whom he had never pitched to before yesterday, and their swings.
Just underneath. Grant pulling those shoulders back and an exhale before preparing to...
In this sport, it is much easier for a pitcher if you have a consistent swing.
Took a pass. Utility vehicle running behind us. Just going to wait for that to finish driving out of the way.
There's a lot more people and things going on at this facility than there was last night. Of course, it's of a Saturday afternoon.
A lot of soccer games going on. And it's just going to barely bounce. I don't think that's going to quite make it fair. Ricky Castaneda coming up on it and scrambling. He is safe.
Apparently it did creep over that 40-foot line.
It just creeped over.
That is the equivalent of a beat ball bunt and the 3rd run on the board for the red team. Only on these fields. He barely got the bat on the ball, but of course on these fast fields it rolled on out there.
It was just enough to get over that line, bringing Rich Schultz, left-handed batter, up for Team Red. Outfield going to adjust over toward the right.
You know, such was the case the last 2 years, too, where this facility has been pretty busy on Saturday. But if history repeats itself, once the soccer games and some of that get over with, people tend to drift over and check this out. And so it actually generated us quite a live audience, at least especially last year.
Darius coming over from left over into center right as Noah moved over further in right field.
They're shifting a little bit for the lefty. Rich, when his timing is right and everything's right, is pretty much of a dead pull hitter.
Rich with his red, white, and blue stars and stripes batting gloves.
Dead 4. You're a dead 4.
On the outside and underneath the bat.
They moved Noah back a couple steps just in case. Out in right field.
Just underneath.
One down, right? What'd you say, Rich? Yeah.
Just underneath.
Didn't miss by much.
Not much at all.
Nick, be ready.
And that's going to be a strike for Rich Schultz.
Second strikeout of the inning, so far a little bit of a slower start than yesterday. But here comes that all-important 6th spot in the lineup now with 2 outs and 3 runs in.
And Mark Ivy up at home plate, swinging the bat, twisting it above his head as he
back-to-back
steps into
lefties.
place.
Rosina, back-to-back lefties in the lineup.
Last time
So Jordan, that's like just as bad.
they replaced each other. This time they're right back-to-back, so Blue does not have to adjust out in the field.
All right, guys, here we go now. Left 2, Noah, go left 2. Noah, left 2. Get 4.
Jono Fleming, the head coach of the Austin Blackhawks and the defensive coordinator for Booker's coaching staff here, yelling instructions out to his fielder, trying to get Noah Finney, the rookie, positioned back in the right spot now.
And just a little bit under the swing there. Mark wearing his red and white Lookouts baseball cap. It's going to be a short little pop-up. Let's see if that's staying up. Bouncing right back towards Pat.
That's where they want to go again. Ivy a lefty. They want to try to go over to right field because that's where his power is apt to be. Mark Ivy had a good defensive game yesterday while he was in the game, playing over on that short right field side. He made 2 or 3 putouts over there. He was subbed out late in that game, but when he was in there, he was productive. Ivy, the second-year player for the Oklahoma Lookouts.
Just over the top of the swing.
Oh, yeah, some band-aids.
It's like the base of my thumb / palm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I just tried to go to bed and swing and it hurt, so I think
Yeah, you're not bleeding.
No, it's not like a cut. I think
And a bouncing grounder over into right
Ricky.
as Ricky Cassidy
Ricky.
gets past his fingers. It's near the spotter's feet, and they're going to be, she's trying to get out of the way, but that's going to be a run for Mark Ivy.
I was going to say a band-aid.
Wow.
Just got past Ricky Castaneda, and it just, Darius was scrambling around. They were trying to get it, just not in time.
That ball really needed to be picked up, though. That was their opportunity there, so that turns the lineup back up to the top. 4 on the board now.
Dustin Youngren kneeling at home plate before standing up, while the Blue will adjust back out in the field over toward the left.
Neither Justin Holland nor Tyler Rodriguez starting this game for Team Red. How would you like to have those 2 guys available off your bench? That's kind of nice. Ah,
Dustin had quite a slide yesterday going after a ball and skinned up his elbow and his knee pretty decently. I saw it this morning.
that is not
Definitely
hard to do
sore.
on these fields. Yeah, you can get strawberries and everything else. It's important to pad up. I'm such a hypocrite saying that because when I was a young player, I never would.
Just over the top of the bat.
But I now tell younger players you might want to pad up, otherwise you'll be retired at 39 like I was.
It's pretty padded up.
Yeah, most of them do now, but I didn't like it.
High pop-up, foul over to the Blue tent, just narrowly missing Casey as he was leaning over to get a drink or...
And the reason I didn't like padding up when I was playing is because I felt like it restricted my movement, especially knee pads. But on fields like this, you almost have to.
Justin lifting that bat up over his head before bringing it down at the ready.
Okay, thank you.
And it's going to be a high pop up over into left,
shot.
dropping in front of. It's going to roll fouled after he's already hit first.
Well, was it past? Jono said it was foul, and it is a. Yep.
It did roll foul. It popped up so high he was already just about at the base. And by the time it rolled foul, he was tackling first.
I did not hear Jordan call it foul. I did hear Jono call it foul. And he'll come back and do it again. That was a good beat ball hit.
We have Booker talking with Jordan over on the side.
Sort of unfortunate. Dustin's young. He can run another base, though. Appreciate everybody tuning in for some beat baseball today ahead of what's going to be a very busy day in the world of sports, both in Texas and across the country. You've got Major League Baseball, playoffs in full swing. You got the Longhorns playing the Georgia Bulldogs later this evening. And in a couple of hours, my Crimson Tide have a big one against Tennessee, third weekend in October, third Saturday in October.
And it looks like we do have a sub on red for John Margis. Looks like Justin Holland is up on deck for after
All right.
Dustin.
So one at bat for Margist, and they're going to get Holland in the game. Don't know if that's being banged up or if that was planned.
That's 30.
They probably want to end this inning here then, Rosina, since seeing as how Justin Holland was 9 for 10 at the plate yesterday. We'd rather have him leading off the second than coming up in the first.
Dustin with a strong exhale. Pat telling him to relax. And that is going to be a strike.
Well, the side struck out, but in between that, 4 runs did come in. And now we'll get a look at Team Blues offense with Jared Woodard pitching as we go to the bottom of the first, 4-0 Red.
Okay. They had me out there yesterday.
Red heading out into the field as Orlando lets Justin know where everybody is going to be since Justin came in for John. Blue huddling up on our left as they prepare for their at-bat. It is a 4-0 game.
And do we have the lineup for the blue team? It has changed a little bit, not as much as red, but there's been some changes.
So it should be Casey to start off. Aaron, that's Casey Krause. Aaron C. Darius Sterling, Nick Silver, Richie Flores, and Noah Fenney.
So the top 2 hitters in the blue team lineup are the same as yesterday, and then they've dropped Finney to the 6th spot and moved Darius up. And Richie Flores is in the batting order today, and Castaneda is DFing. It was the other way around yesterday.
Justin Holland's in. So he's going to be in the Justin Holland. Yeah, he's in.
Jared doing some practice
So that makes it official.
tosses.
Holland in for Margist, and he'll be playing in the midfield position where Margist was going to play.
You ready,
It's an
Jared?
interesting move early.
Fonzie, do they have any water? Water? I'm not sure, sir.
That's a Zach question.
I'm not sure, brother. There was water
There
here
should be a
yesterday,
big chest of it.
Well, they took the cooler. Pat, go outside.
for everybody.
Looking to make sure that our competitors stay hydrated. It's not. This isn't Texas heat, but it is warm and the sun is shining.
Any athlete needs to stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
6 in for 10.
5 for 10.
5 for 10.
Yeah.
My bad, Jordan. Got it?
So let's just make sure. What do we have, Katie, for subs? All right, it is Justin for Johnny Mott.
Casey with his bright orange headband that he ripped off yesterday. And almost slamming Jared as it's a line drive right down the center. They're running for it. He's already at third, kicking it and then taking his hand to slap it.
So one pitch, and right up the middle, you know, and in this, like, you know, last year after dropping the first game, Jared came out on fire. You know they want this. These are all-star showcase game, but these players are ultra competitive. So there's one on the board on one pitch, 4-1. Wow.
Aaron C. up at home plate. As he waits patiently at ease for the field to be set. Cooler has now arrived for all the players.
Yeah, I knew we had one. I had a moment of angst there. You don't ever want to not have water, but we've got it.
And another hard grounder over into right. Justin trying to stop it with his feet. It's gone between them as Aaron runs to first and takes the base apart as he goes right over the top of it. It's a run for Aaron C.
You'd rather see him try to stop the ball with the biggest part of their body, but sometimes you don't have time to do that. Ordinarily, stopping the ball with the legs or the feet isn't going to...
The ball was almost all the way to the field next to us where a game of soccer is in play.
That was a worm burner. So that's 2 pitches and 2 real solid hits and 2 runs on the board for the blue team. Looks like Jared's locked in here early with his hitters.
We'll have Darius up at the plate for Team Blue.
What do you think, Rosina? First team to 30 again today?
Oh, I think they'll hit at least 25.
All right.
Not sure if I'll go quite 30. We will see. Some people were up late last night.
I want to say that the most one team has ever scored in one of these showcase games, I want to say it was 38.
All right, Day-Day, hook 'em, baby. Let's go.
A bouncing grounder over to right. Mark Ivy laying down, just went past his fingers as Darius curves around. He has to come back for the base, and he is going to be out. Just missed it, was curving back, too late.
And that is number 9 on the putout,
That's Rich Schultz.
Rich Schultz. So that's his first putout of the showcase out there, and that was because of a Darius Sterling missed base. And Jono not happy, and he will, that's Jono's player too for the Austin Blackhawks. He'll probably have to do a lap or some push-ups.
Yeah, I can
at
hear
some
him
point.
telling him 10 push-ups over there. As Jordan asked Nick about his stitch mask that he is wearing.
We can make him do suicides.
He'll knock out 10 for missing that base. 2 in, 1 out. And did you say this is Silver now?
This is Nick Silver
All
up
right.
the plate with his flaming socks and his blue and red spikes. And of course that Lilo and Stitch mask.
Silver scored a few yesterday. He scored 1. At the time, it was a really big one because it gave the blue team a short-lived lead.
Line drive dropping in front of Mark as he runs for third. Aaron trying to catch it up, but that's going to be safe and a run for Nick Silver.
So 3 out of 4 have scored. It's 4-3 now.
Richie Flores.
It's going to be
up
like
to
this
bat.
all day. Unless you can get your body in front of these
I'm up
balls
and
and
down,
stop
Richie.
them. This isn't the type of field where you're going to really be
right.
wanting to try to
That's
make
right.
hand plays and stuff like that. You've almost got to treat this like goal ball. Really.
All rise for the president.
Richie Flores will get. I don't
Did
believe
not
he
bat
got
at
an
all
at bat
yesterday.
yesterday.
Going to be a grounder over to left center. Mark Morris bouncing off his elbow. Richie's going to have to get to the base. And he's done it. He is safe before Axel Cox could pick that up. That's going to be a run for Richie Flores as Team Blue takes the lead.
Mark Morris needed to make that play.
Let's go, Noah.
He's the DF, and if you get the You get an arm on it, man, you need to pick it up on these fields. That's tough because you're dealing with speed, and by the time, especially if you slow it down a little bit, by the time it gets out to your wingman there,
Focus, kid.
he's there. So we got a tie game, 1 out, bottom of the
No,
first.
it's 5-4 now.
Oh,
That was 5.
there was a missed base.
Come on, no.
This is just, well, we'll,
Let's see. Oh, no, Darius was
yeah.
out.
So it's 4-4 with 1 out.
And Noah Femi.
Fenny was in the 3 spot in the order yesterday when he was in the game. And he's dropped to the 6 spot today. Still
Jared's
having,
holding the ball up for the field. They're going to continue with this ball.
they were having some little timing issues yesterday. Let's see if they have squared away
Any of that.
the timing a little bit.
Taking a pass.
Took it because Jared told him to. He wanted him to hear one. So now a 1-2 count.
Just catching an edge of that, and it rolls foul over to red.
Okay, so they've got contact now, and now you've got a full count.
Adjusting home plate there as he had stepped on it, it twisted it.
Let's see if they can put one in play.
Just like the ball, that home plate is not digging in, it's sliding all over the place.
Ooh, struck him out.
Strike for Noah Fenny. Starting all over with Casey.
Casey with a chance now to give the blue team the lead here, back at the top of the order. 2 outs, bottom of the first, 4-4 game. It took 1 pitch for Casey to score his first time up at the plate, leading off this inning. Rocked one up the middle.
Got that base check.
Casey only DHing at this showcase, still recovering from that shoulder injury that was ailing him most of the season.
Took a pass. And getting, it's just spinning around as it just barely gets past Jared.
Casey in just his 3rd full season of beat ball. Can you believe it? It seems like he's been around longer than that.
He sure plays like he's been around longer than that.
It did not take him long to develop. And again, the Krauses are an athletic family. He's got brothers and sisters. And in fact, Pat Kraus, in his younger days, was an athlete, so it's not surprising.
And a solid hit on that out
That's
deep
trouble.
into right as he runs for first. Rich Schultz trying to come up on that, but that's going to be a run for Casey.
That was legitimate. That's probably a run on any field over there as he went oppo with power and gives the blue team the lead. It took them until the 5th inning to catch up yesterday, and now here we are in the bottom of the first, and it's 5-4.
I was right behind Justin Holland. Rich Schultz coming up to cover, but he was already at first. Bringing it back up to Aaron C.
Aaron got a hit on his first pitch, too, earlier in this inning.
All right, guys, quiet down, Blue.
Just a little bit early on that swing. Just under.
Aaron C. does have home run power.
He's going to take a pass here as he listens to it come on by.
Just a tip.
So you see that pattern, and the Indy Thunder do that too with Jared. If they get to 2 strikes, they'll generally take that third one. Oh, he struck him out.
Another strike as Jared pulls off his helmet before heading into the bench.
Aaron C. had to strike out last night. He's having a little bit of contact issues, but 5 runs on the board. And so the blue team wins at least the first inning of this second showcase game. It's 5-4 going to the second.
A little bit closer than it was last night. Still early on in the game. Blue heading out to the field.
As soon as I left
No, you're good.
Colin bringing his traditional catcher's bucket out behind home plate.
Justin Holland right now is the leader in batting at 9 for 10. Axel Cox now 6 for 7.
Up at bat right now.
That is correct. He is subbed into the 2 spot for Johnny Ma.
Yep, he is getting his bat, making his way to home plate.
Turn around. No, I want this one. Yeah. I want everyone to know who I am. I'm gonna be famous one day. It's all about her. She's that family. She's her mother.
Pat getting a few practice tosses as Justin stands by waiting.
Holland probably had, at least according to Pat when I talked to him after the game last night, Holland probably had the longest ball yesterday. It wasn't a home run, but 155, 160 maybe. Home run line is at 170 feet.
Still hoping for one of those today.
Yeah, we haven't had one yet in any of the previous showcase games. And again, this is the 8th one over the 3 years.
Definitely have some people here who are capable of pulling that off.
Oh, yeah. Holland, Fenney, C. Even Casey Krause has hit one in his career.
Justin now.
Dustin Youngren has hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin's hit one.
All right, getting that base check for Justin. And the wind is starting to pick up a little bit here
Yeah, it's
in the
almost
field.
blowing. It's almost blowing straight in today.
It's going to be the first strike. And it's going to be a line drive over into right, bouncing just past Ricky Castaneda's shoulder. That's going to be a run for Justin, just tapping that base as he ran past it.
Make it 10 for 11 now on the weekend for Justin Holland, who is percolating hot right now.
Casey Krause going by to check on Ricky Castaneda as they wait for the ball to come back in from the field. That just bounced just over his shoulder, whizzing past. You can probably hear it beeping as it went right past his ear.
That's tough because you really got one shot.
Something like that. There's no way you can get your hand up in time to grab that.
Yeah, no.
Just placement.
And if you do, you might break a finger or two. That's a hard 16-inch softball with a beeping device embedded in it. Weighs roughly a pound. We are using the Fonzie manufactured balls for this tournament, although when they were warming up today, I did hear a Denver ball out there being used for defense. Somebody must have brought it.
Axel waiting at home plate, now stepping back as we get the base check. Just catching the edge of it.
Fortunately, and thanks to Fonzie, balls have not really been an issue at the All-Star Showcase event like they have been at other tournaments. We've always had enough to get by.
And a nice high pop-up.
Oh.
And she has called it foul. before it landed.
Oh, that's a mistake. That's an,
It had bounced just inside the line, then bounced out, but it was past third base. So that could be a missed call.
yeah, but I mean, it's the umpire's call, so I mean, it's a foul ball if she calls it foul, even though it really wasn't. You don't want to. You want to make sure.
You look cute today, DB.
Thank you. You want to make sure that you make sure that the ball lands before you call it.
The Axel back at home plate. Pat holding the ball up for the outfield.
Yeah, that's what happened earlier when y'all were saying it was 4-5.
And not grounder this time over into left. Past Aaron. See, Darius, it bounced off his hands as he tumbles head over heels over third base. Rolling, but that's a run for Axel Cox.
So no hurt after that missed call. That's run anyway for Axel, and Axel now 7 for 8 between him and Justin Holland. They've already accounted for 17 runs at this showcase between the two of them. By my count, Katie is down to our left. She'll have the official stats after the showcase.
Grant up at home plate. Strong exhale.
So with that run, that ties the game back up at 5. Still early. You're right. No, you are absolutely right. It is actually 6-5 because Justin scored leading off the innings. So now Rosina and I are even on trying to keep track of this stuff. It is 6-5. Justin tied the game and Axel gave the red team the lead. My bad, y'all. Runs are coming in so fast around here, it's tough to keep track sometimes.
Fast as the ball's rolling on the field. They are quick.
So again, it is 6-5, nobody out, top of the second. They were having some connection issues here. Pat and Grant Simpson. Grant was I believe he was a strikeout victim his first time up.
Just catching the edge of it.
He got a piece of it.
Yeah, the frustration. As Grant rolls those shoulders back.
Well, but that's progress, though. When you make contact, at least now you know you're getting close to being on schedule. All right, and he's fighting the fight. Another foul tip. All it takes is one. Grant Simpson, what a good-looking young player he is, too. Boy, Bayou City really hit a gold mine with those two.
And it's going to drop under it for a strikeout.
First out of the inning. All the outs recorded so far by the blue team defense have come on strikeouts. There has not been a put-out yet by the blue defense.
It's going to bring up our lefty, Rich Schultz, for Team Red, with Mark Ivy behind him.
Go get yourself some, Rich.
Are you going to be swinging?
So now you get the lefties with Schultz and Ivy. One out in the inning, 2 runs in the inning. 6-5, red team, top of the second.
Blue is adjusted over and ready.
Yep.
And the ball just under the outside edge of the bat. Just under.
On your toes now, on your toes.
And he almost takes out Pat as it goes right up the center. Darius just needs to lay right down. It rolled out of his hands. And he just catches the edge of the base with his hip as he almost missed it. It was almost a double miss, but got it done. Just
What did you see there? Darius seemed
Darius
like he was positioned right.
caught with his legs as he laid down. He reached down with his arms to catch it, and it was bouncing off his legs, rolled right up out of his hands because it had bounced off his leg.
Oh,
So while
man.
he was reaching down to grab it, it went right through him.
And ordinarily the grass would help you out on that play, but not here. Not here.
It's definitely coming off the bodies very hard and fast.
And here's the thing. Sometimes it just takes the defense getting one put out, no matter who it is, to get into the flow of the game. And they don't have a put out yet. All of the outs that have been recorded have been on strikeouts. It's 7-5 now.
With Mark Ivey getting his base check. Just underneath. Just barely underneath.
Ivy's another one. This is his second full year of beat baseball. It seems like we've known him for longer than that because of course, his involvement with New View, Oklahoma, and how much they've helped. They've already helped put on a World Series for us and put on a local tournament.
Just over the top.
And
he was just discussing earlier about how we had just called their very first game in the World Series.
And I am told, although we're still trying to pin down a weekend, that the Sooner Invitational will be coming back to Norman again next spring at some point. If it does, I will be there. I love that part of the country. Ooh, and that's a second out.
2 in a row there with both.
So 5 strikeouts now already in the game for Pat Krause, but in between those 5 strikeouts, there's been a lot of solid contact and 7 runs.
Back up to Dustin. White Lightning.
Dustin struck out to end the first inning, but he scored to lead off the game, so he's 1 for 2. Both of the Chicago Comic players are on this red team. Of course, Rich Schultz scored a minute ago. And Dustin.
And Dustin's going to be a high foul just past Blues bench.
Dustin has been around since I want to say right after the pandemic, 2021 or so, but he has really bloomed and blossomed in the last couple of years.
Specifically, I'd say about the last year and a half. There's
Yep.
a lot of improvement from this year's World Series game from last year's.
Well, and he made it here last year, and so I noticed a lot of improvement from 2022 to 2023. He was still figuring things out in 2022, and then he really got it together.
Line drive over into left center, just past Richie Flores as he runs for first, and he is going to be safe. Now repeated their 4 runs from the first inning, and still going strong with Justin Holland up at the plate.
So 8-5 now, 3-run cushion for the red team. Again, though, the blue team is the home team, so they have the last say. And now Justin Holland, who's almost been impossible to put out. Darius Sterling got him once yesterday. Other than that, Justin's been perfect. What a great ball player he is.
Just catching off
Oh.
and rolling between you and our camera person.
Boy, the fields aren't any easier on these on us as they are them. That thing came flying by me. I thought I had a shot at that ball, and the next thing I know, it was behind me.
Ball's back up to Pat. And it's a high pop-up deep into center as he runs for first. His hat flying off as he hits, and he is safe at first. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
That was crushed, man. He didn't miss a stitch on that ball. So make it 11 for 12 now as the Justin Holland count continues. What a player.
That was just nice, easy run for him to first. He knew he had plenty of time.
Let's go, X.
Axel Cox back up at home plate as he stretches his arms out behind him.
And the count on Axel Cox now is 7 out of 8 so far in this showcase. There's the big part of this lineup really right now. Blue team needs a put out. Their defense needs to get into this game a little bit. They weren't going to get one on Justin there.
And that's going to be foul to the left as he hit that hard and solid.
Did, man. He got around just a little early and ripped it.
Yeah, definitely all the defense have been very hard plays.
Well, you
Really
would have liked to
working
have
for him.
seen, Darius make the one that he got his body on and just couldn't corral it. If you can block the ground balls at all, that's where you have a chance, man. When they're in the air, their line drives, they're just going to hit, they're just going to keep going. And so it's a matter of really luck at that point. But even on these fields, you lay down.
Just catching the edge of it. Rolls up under our table. Just over the top for a strike.
On your toes now, on your toes, right here. Make the play you're supposed to make, on your toes now.
And a nice solid thunker that drops to the ground right past Richie Flores as he runs for first. Past Aaron Z. And he is going to be out. That is Darius Sterling finally getting that grabbed up.
There is the put out that they needed to get the defense into the game, and that ends the second inning. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more on the board. So it's 9-5 now, heading to the bottom of the second. Let's see if Jared can match it now, as these pitchers go toe-to-toe on very offensive-friendly fields. As long as you put it in play.
It seems like it's definitely made for those offensive plays. Even these grounders are getting run after run after run.
Makes you wonder how many runs they would have on the board if it wasn't for the strikeouts. There's already 5 of them for the red team.
Red
So-
team making their way out into the field. Darius will be up at home plate after Jared gets a couple of tosses in.
It's uncanny how much that happens, both in traditional baseball and in beat ball. You make the last play of the inning and you happen to be the one coming up to bat. I see that a lot. So it'd be 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup here in the bottom of the second. Sterling and Silver to get it started.
Terry's standing very relaxed at home plate as we wait for the field to finish setting.
Well, they had 12 after the first 2 innings yesterday. They've got 9 today. Still a little bit below where we were yesterday.
Two strikes. He's going to take a pass, waiting with the bat down. Just a bouncing little grounder short to left. Mark Morris comes up on top of that. And again, smooth as silk, being very sure, laying himself down and getting control of that. That's going to be an out for Mark Morris.
He's so fundamentally sound up there, and he's been trained by, I'd like to think, some of the best.
He's definitely being very sure before just tossing his body out. There's no bouncing off at all. This brings Nick Silver up to home plate.
Blue. Blue. The base is Sony's picked that base up.
They're going to pick a base up that's still down. Nick Silver relaxes a little bit and gets set to bat. He scored his first time up.
Starting to dig a little dust hole there in at home plate.
Okay.
Nick Silver is quietly starting to pile up the runs here at this showcase. Now, he's one of those that he is so fast and he can get the ball in the air that a lot of times all that he has to do is put it in play. When he has had issues in his career, it's been with consistency. Says he's as fast as they
And
get.
out. Grounder over in the left, just past. Mark's going to have grind, and he has it. Another one for Mark Morris.
He's not faster than Mark Morris.
Pat, what number? Pat.
3.
No, I'm just kidding. What number? Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Richie's off, Richie.
2
Mark,
putouts.
Now, let's see. Nick is down at first base, just past first. He's getting up. Orlando was with him.
2
And
putouts
he's
already.
walking back in. Looks like he's going to be all right, at least appearances.
He was really hustling to
He
that
just
base.
landed a little wrong, I believe.
Well, he was really digging for that base, and my guess is he knew he'd hit a ground ball and knew what was probably about to happen, and so he was hustling to try to beat it out. You love to see that hustle. Hustling out a ground ball.
Just a little bit of a limp there on his left knee, it looks like.
Well, and he's a runner too, so
I'm sorry? Good.
Richie Flores up for Team Blue.
there's just no give to this ground.
Rolling up off the top of the bat, foul.
Now this becomes a big spot here because Mark Morris just made the first 2 putouts of this inning.
Bouncing foul off the top of the bat again.
It's a chance now for the red team, by their defense, to get some separation here. They've got a 4-run lead, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Utility vehicle is just about past. Taking a pass. And that's going to be a strike. And another strike.
3 up, 3 down.
That. Mark Morris first in for Team Red.
Mark Morris is fired up. Yeah, I think he understands, and I think we do too. That was very important, that inning. That was a 3 up, 3 down inning, and so now they have a 4-run lead. Now they have an advantage.
Red trying to hold that blue team down to sweep it along with their game last night. 9-5 as we head top of the third. Blue making their way out onto the field. It's starting to warm up a little bit now. There's only a few clouds on the horizon. Hard, very hard, dry, fast fields. Well, Nick, a little bit, he's stretching out his knee on his way, but he is going out into the field, so he is maintaining play, but he is doing a lot of stretching with that knee on his way out.
They need him as much as he can stick in there because available off the bench. I mean, you've got Zephyrin Victor and then Ashley Malero, who was warming up today, but she took a real shot to the head yesterday in that game last night. And so
That was a solid hit
see.
today.
Yeah, that was a John Margis line drive that took one bounce and got her, they said, kind of in the temple area. She stayed in the game for a little while before finally coming out, but I think
Next inning, yeah.
they were a little bit concerned, but she was out there warming up this morning, so we'll see. The roster is not as deep as they have been in the past here.
And they don't have a lot of room to work with.
Nope.
Pat talking to Grant up at home plate.
Grant Simpson, 2 strikeouts, so we'll see if he can turn that around here.
And it's bouncing. Pat just getting out of the way as it goes up center. Ricky Castaneda running for it. And he is going to be out. That is Ricky Castaneda.
So now the defenses are starting to warm up a little bit for both teams, and that's the second put out of the game for the blue team defense. Castaneda gets one. They needed that. Good start.
Bringing up our lefties here for Team Red as they're going to have to battle this.
Schultz and then Ivy. Schultz scored his last time up.
Hey, get you another one, Schultz. Go, Blue.
How'd that BYU game end,
Blue's
Ivy?
not ready out in the field. They're still adjusting.
Like a 1 a.m. park break.
Teams taking their lumps this year after they've kind of shuffled up all the conferences in football.
Just barely under the
Right
bat.
there. Make the plays you're supposed to make now.
Just underneath.
It's 9-5, 1 out, top of the third.
And again, just under it. Rich has a very high,
Right here on your toe.
just barely above his shoulder height swing.
Yeah, he's always had kind of a high swing.
Make a play.
But he improved. He's what I'd call a late bloomer. It took him several years to really get into his groove as a ball player.
And this time getting contact, bouncing over into right. Ricky Castaneda scrambling over there to get it, and he's got it. That's another for Ricky Castaneda and Team Blue lighting up their defense.
So Castaneda stepping up like Morris stepped up, and I'll tell you what, for the folks that are watching back up in St. Louis, and I know Mind's Eye was tuned in last night with some of their people, and they shared the stream. The Gateway Archers that have come down here are really showing out. You're talking Morris, Castaneda, Howland.
Mark Ivy up at the plate.
I feel like this is a critical point in the game now. You've got the bottom of the lineup up. You've got the first 2 outs here after being shut down in the in the bottom of the second, and so now the blue team will be right back where they started this thing if they can get this out here. Still chasing 4. If Mark Ivy scores, then you've got all the drama coming up at the top of the order with Youngren and Holland and Cox.
Ivy intently studying the bases as
I believe we've got a train coming through here real quick. We'll have to take a break from that. Want to thank our sponsors, our host sponsor, the Texas Adaptive Play Initiative, Tappy Sports, Zach Arambula and David Smith and Will Lopez and all of the people there at Tappy for helping put this thing on and hosting it now in our 3rd year. Beat Ball Nation and all the sponsors from there took care of the hotels, balls and bases provided by Fonzie Madrano. Mind's Eye Radio, New View, Oklahoma, they helped out with jerseys and so forth. And of course our local supporting non-for-profit Sports Vision 2020 out of Austin, Texas. They've all been with us this year, and in fact, most of that list has been with us since the inception of this event. We couldn't do it without your help.
we are starting to pull up a crowd behind us on the fence. It's about 10 people now to start.
This is what happened last year, and by the time we got to the 3rd game last year, I think there was probably a throng of 30 or 40. All we need is one of them to want to write us a check.
Another strike.
Seriously, www.nbba.org/donate. We operate exclusively with charitable
Gonna
donations.
take a pass. They reverse the bat around for that. Now back up at the ready. And it's going to be foul on the right, just past the cameras. And it's going to be foul on the right again, a little closer to first base this time. Colin Reed setting a home plate correctly in the lines.
Now a second person starts heckling Mark about the BYU Oklahoma State game last night.
Just catching a touch of that as it dropped straight down.
I've got to give Mark Ivy grief about that, because if I wasn't an Alabama fan, I'd be an Oklahoma Sooners fan. They're my second favorite.
And just underneath for a strike, bringing the blue back up.
Well, what do you know? Both teams 3 up, 3 down. The blue team in the bottom of the second, red team top of the third. So we're in the same situation we were going to the bottom of the second. It's a 4-run lead. Now that was a big opportunity lost there for the red team to sort of create some separation here. And now that kicks the door back open for Jared Woodard and the blue team offense, only trailing by 4. Well, so far, this has been a lower scoring game than what we saw yesterday. Of course, the 6th inning had a lot to do with that yesterday.
That was where most of the points were yesterday, yes. We had the call back from Ricky Castaneda there to answer Mark Morris's defense.
Yeah, no kidding. Both of them come up big.
One on the left side of the field, one on the right, but both being sure as they get their bodies down there to get a hold of that ball in their hands.
Teammates, but not today.
is going to have Noah Fenney up at home plate.
I'm still waiting for Noah to crank. I just think that with Jared's pitch, if he can get it on top of his bat, Noah could hit that ball a mile. He hit 2 home runs off of his pitcher, Fonzie Medrano, at the World Series this year. 2 home runs in his rookie year. I mean, when Justin Howland does it and David Smith does it, okay, but that's quite an accomplishment in your very first season. And he's freshman in college, I believe. He's all, maybe 18, 19? Big strapping lad. He's got a very bright future in this sport if he sticks with it.
I was talking to his parents after World Series, and they were saying how he was very happy to finally find a place to play some sports after losing vision.
Looks like he could have been a middle linebacker to me, man.
Yeah,
My goodness.
absolutely.
How would you like to get tackled by him?
I'll pass.
Yeah.
Taking a pass.
What would you say that Noah goes? Maybe 6'3", 6'2", 6'2", 6'3", and I don't know, 250, 260?
And it's going to be a hard grounder as he runs for first. It's right up the middle. And it looks like that is going to be Axel Cox with the putout.
6'2", 270.
6'2", 270, says Fonzie. So those are the metrics on Noah Fenney, who hit a nice ground ball but got picked up by the veteran Axel Cox. As Axel's
You're getting there, babe. You're getting there.
his good all-star showcase continues, 1 out. And look at this now. The defenses have really tightened up here.
Definitely getting in there, getting their heads focused on those defensive and those hard hits on the ball. It's not slowing down with their bodies.
And if anybody knows how to play defense on this field, it would be someone like Axel Cox. He's native here to San Antonio, played for the Blackhawks, played for the Jets. No stranger to playing and practicing on this type of surface.
Casey Krause, who takes that pass on the first.
Still 9-5 here, bottom of the third.
And pop up over into center as he runs for third. Axel scrambling to get to it, but that's going to be a run for Casey.
The difference between that ball and the ball that Axel just picked up, that one had some air time under it, just bouncing, and that makes it a lot tougher play. Axel did what he could. And it's 9-6. It's the first run we've had here in a while.
Yeah, had 2 snake eyes, so to speak, there. We're going to have Aaron C. up at home plate.
We've got a bunch of viewers. Appreciate you all tuning in from Star Complex here in San Antonio, Tejas.
And a nice line drive down the center as he runs for
That's a run.
third.
Yeah. That's a no-doubter.
Out of there.
He split him. That was a shot, too.
Pat ready to move quickly on from that, letting the field know Darius is up. Get
Yeah.
that off of your head and just focus on the next one up.
Well, and you can't do anything about that. I mean, Aaron C. rocked it up the middle and split him. So him and Jared are back on schedule after they had a little bit of contact issues. 9-7.
Jordan bringing the ball back up from far out in the field. Back to Jared. Call for a new ball.
We have one right here, Fonz.
Huh?
We have one right here.
Oh, okay. Get the pin.
Putting the pin in that very weak sounding ball after it took that heavy hit from Aaron. Bringing another one back into play.
So Jared will get the feel of it and throw a couple of warm-up tosses and get comfortable with this new ball now. And Next time I flop a straight, he'll believe me because I took every chip he had last night. Yes,
Gary
folks.
holding that one up for the field. They said they did not like that one.
No?
I'll see if this one gets better approval.
Jared was the youngest pitcher, at least according to my research, ever to win a world championship. Way back in 2007 with the Kansas All-Stars. They had a perfect season that year and won it all in Rochester, Minnesota.
Just catching the edge of that and it rolls under the table.
That was Jared's only championship until he hooked up with Darnell Booker and all of the Indy Thunder Young Guns and captured 5 more.
Bouncing straight down at home plate.
Jared's been pitching since 2004, but he's only in his early 30s, and that's because he started pitching when he was in about 8th grade.
Taking a pass.
And I don't mean just pitching every once in a while. I mean took over as starting pitcher at about 14.
And it's going to be a grounder on the right as he runs for first, just past Justin Holland's feet and Axel. And that's going to be a run for Darius.
He didn't miss the base that time. He squared it up. 3 in a row to start the inning here.
Now a 9-8 game, only trailing by 1 for Team Blue, inching in on Red's victory from yesterday.
Yeah. No, you're good. I was just.
Well, 3 in a row after 1 out, actually. We had a put out of, who was this say? Fenney. We had Axel Cox put out Noah Fenney. And then the first 3 in the lineup after that have scored here. It's a 1-run game, still 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. And Nick Silver with a chance to tie it up.
Wind is picking up, but coming along with a little bit of cloud cover.
We'll see. Did you see any kind of hitch in his giddy-up from that?
No, not yet.
No? We'll see how he runs.
Still, he was stretching it a lot when he went out into defense last, but I haven't seen anything since he came up to the plate.
Nick is a licensed massage therapist, so he knows a lot about the anatomy. He knows how to take care of his bodies and muscles and things of that nature. And
high pop-up, I believe this is going to be foul. Yep, and almost caught by Colin Krause over on Red's bench. Booker giving Nick the bat to bring him back up to home.
All of a sudden now Booker's the better catcher.
Took a pass. Just catching the edge and dropping down. I think he caught the bat on his foot as it come around.
we have not seen any of Tyler Rodriguez yet in this game. I wonder if he's banged up or if they're just saving him for the right moment.
Now he is standing over there, so he's not sitting. And pop up as he tossed the bat. That's going to go foul again. That bat's getting thrown a little bit more each time. That hole next to home plate's getting deeper and deeper. Pop up and mid-center as he runs for first. Justin coming up on top of that. On top of it, he's missed the base.
Oh, he would have had it, but he missed the
around.
base.
What?
Was that Holland on the
I
putout?
think that was Holland on the putout. Yep.
So that's Holland's first putout to go along with a few runs.
So he doesn't seem to be limping, but he is walking very slowly. Of course, some of that is frustration from missing the base.
Yeah, and that's got to be frustrating because he scores if he hits that base, and that was a good hit ball. I mean, had some
DB,
air. Yep.
I was corrected by Noah's dad. He actually grew 6'3", 275.
All right. You can add another inch and 5 more pounds to the young lad. Whatever. I just know he's bigger than I am.
He's a big boy.
Bigger than most.
He's a big boy. I'm sorry?
So now with 2 outs, it falls to Richie Flores to try to tie this game.
Gonna go just under.
I do not have Richie down as scoring a run yet.
Richie with his orange gloves and socks from his Bayou City Heat team. Gonna take a pass on that.
Now I switched up today and I've got last year's jersey on because it's blue. Wanted to show both teams some love, so.
And that's gonna be a
Ooh, and
strikeout
Flores
for
strikes
Richie
out.
Flores.
So that inning really, after looking really promising, it sort of petered out at the end there with a missed base and a strikeout. But they did pull to within 1. So halfway through the game, we got a tight one again here, 9-8.
Into the top of the 4th. Much closer. But let's see what happens when we get all the way to the 6th. And see if the red team does a repeat of last night.
Well, because the game was tight until that 6th inning. We went into the 6th in a 1-run game, and you were wondering how many runs they were going to need so that Jared wouldn't come back and catch him. And the next thing you know, they dropped a baker's dozen and then made a couple of plays on defense to close it out. Tyler made 1, Mark made 1, and that was the end of the game. So, you know, that 33-21 score can be deceptive, because that was a tight game for most of the way, and then the red team just blew it out late. I don't know today. We'll see what happens. Right now, 9-8. Red team still has the lead, but it's a slim one now.
Slim 1-run lead. As Blue heads out into the field, and Pat tossing the ball, playing a little catch there. His son, Colin. And the breeze has now drifted away to almost nothing. Oh, and no, it just kicks back in again. Thank you, breeze.
Yeah, that is a nice, cool breeze. As long as it doesn't blow too hard where it affects the player's ability to hear the ball, we love it.
Okay, I believe we're going to have a sub here. Tyler is going to come in. I didn't hear for who. I'm still catching all of it. Tyler in for who? And I have Dustin Youngren up at home plate.
Give a shout out to my lifelong friend and former teammate, former broadcast partner, and San Antonite, Kevin Simpson. I know he listens in sometimes. Kevin, if you're out there, still love you, man.
Gonna be a line drive over on the left. Aaron running to get his body behind it. Dustin just catching the base with his hand as he slides past it, but that will be a run for Dustin.
He's wound up. He's going to try to fire up his team, and they needed that. Start the inning, give them a 2-run lead.
Coming back in with a thumbs up and a boom shakalaka. Justin Holland at the plate. Still getting that ball in from far left. And also have to set third base back upright.
Holland, who has scored like his last 9 times up to the plate, I believe. He was put out once very early in yesterday's game. He scored his first 2 yesterday, and he was put out once, and he hadn't been put out since.
Thank you, Bree.
And he hasn't struck out at all. (10-8), top of the 4th. Red team leading. Looking to take 2 straight games here at this showcase. And
Jason Price making his way out into field ump out deep in the field.
so far the bases have worked perfectly today.
Gonna be a pop-up foul to our
And that was
right.
over my head.
My sister-in-law is there.
She ain't gonna be doing well. She got a
What?
concussion.
Okay. Defensive timeout.
That seemed like it split. It went right between our camera lady and
Red
myself.
bench. No, it
Oh,
went
no, it
just
was on
to the
our other
right
side?
just to the right of the camera, dropping almost pulling down. If it would have been over 6 more inches, probably would have hit her.
Almost
The
got her. We are in prime foul to ball territory here as we're right behind home plate.
Had a defensive timeout, but we're all good to go now. Again, Justin Holland for Team Red.
Let's see if they can solve the Justin Holland puzzle here.
Pop up and right, I believe. Oh, foul almost coming down and hitting him in the head as he runs for first.
He was just behind that. Now, he's probably not going to hit a home run hitting it over there, but he could easily score with a pop-up to right field. It's when he turns and goes center, left, center with it. He can really get it to fly. But he's fast enough that he doesn't need to hit it 150, 160 feet necessarily to score.
Just under the bat.
On your toes now.
And he can hit to all parts of the field. He's a good spray hitter. Justin Holland's just a good hitter all around. I mean, I don't think there's any weakness in his offensive game, and his defense has really improved.
Just catching the edge.
Just got a piece of that.
Toes right here. On your toes now.
And it's going to be foul to the right again. Have a bunch of spectators out there along the side in the shade up against the wall behind us.
Well, they are either going over there on purpose or he's late, because he was way late on that one. Generally, if you want a right-handed hitter to hit to the opposite field, go to the outside part of his bat.
And foul on the right, a little closer to first base this time.
Hey, you ain't a lefty now.
I do believe there has been a little bit of a shift there in Booker's call out to his field. I think we have switched over from everywhere to on your toes. I think that's what I've heard all last night and this morning. I think the only time I've heard everywhere is from his out defense, not from himself.
Here we go now, guys. On your toes now. Here we go.
You called it.
And foul again, right time this time. Hitting the bottom of the tripod.
I would have had that.
Come on. I thought you were supposed to be good at this game.
I used to be. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Just not that time.
Oh, the frustration, Pat. You
Wow.
can hear him a growl on that strikeout.
First strikeout of the weekend for Holland. And I was a little bit concerned about that because they were to that right field side all that whole at bat, and he's a right-handed hitter. So something wasn't right. And now Axel Cox, who's been equally hot. He has struck out once in the showcase, has not been put out yet.
All right, come on, Dave.
1 out, 1 in. Top of the fourth, 10-8 game. The over-under is looking a little bit more realistic today, although I still think we're going to go over.
And that's going to be a nice pop-up.
That's trouble.
Deep left, right in front of Aaron C. He's still bouncing. He's got to get it. He's already at the base. That's a run for Axel Cox.
Now, C positioned well in St. Charles, Missouri at the World Series. That might have hit in front of him, and he might have been able to pick that up. They're hitting and they're bouncing and hopping.
They're bouncing, hopping, sliding, skidding.
Yeah.
Everywhere except for into the hands.
So 11-8 now. Although there's been some plays made on defense here, but on those pop-ups, it's going to be tough. If somebody gets a double play in this showcase on these fields, they should buy a lotto ticket.
Grant Simpson up for Team Red.
He's still looking to get it going.
Gonna be a bouncing grounder over on the right as he runs wild, almost to the camera. He's straightened himself back out, but that's gonna be an out. Ricky Castaneda going back, way back behind first and snatching that up. Yeah, he almost ran right into the corner of the red base and curved back around to straighten it out, just barely correcting in time before somebody was going to have to stop that.
The hardest thing, in my opinion, about beat baseball for a younger player is picking up base running.
What do you say, Roddy? Give me a shot.
It's always something that the new players have to work on. And Grant, he's a good rookie, but he just completed his rookie season, and tough base run there. So that's 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 runs in this inning.
Okay, so this was that sub that I was trying to straighten out earlier. We're getting Tyler back in, but I wasn't sure who for. So apparently he's in for Rich Schultz. So we now have Tyler Rodriguez up at home plate for the first time today.
He scored a bunch yesterday, made a couple putouts yesterday. I had him, I think, for 6 runs maybe in yesterday's game. Got the Philly Fire connection here with Pat and Tyler.
It's going to be a strike on that first pitch.
Now, John Margist was the MVP of the World Series for the Philly Fire. I don't know that anybody would argue that, but I would say for the whole body of the whole season, it was Tyler, especially when Casey went down with the shoulder injury. They moved Tyler over to that shortstop position, that short left position, and he was fabulous. To the point that when Casey did come back, they put Casey over on the right field side and kept Tyler where he was.
It's going to be a popping foul.
Now you're back to number 2, Colin.
But it's a 3-run game and there's 2 outs, so this is an important spot here. They're going to try to get Tyler a run. Is that? No, I think it might
I
be.
have 11.
I
I
might
have
be off
11.
again here. They only scored 1 run in this inning. Yeah, it's 11-9.
And it's going to be a nice line drive up the center left. Darius just barely jumping the wrong way, and that's going to be a run for Tyler.
Now it's 12-9.
Now, Darius just narrowly, just a little bit of a wrong out there and just jumped the wrong way, and it went right past his feet. We'll have Mark Ivy up at home plate. Now the only left hitter, now that Rich Schultz is out for now.
Green. Green. Come on now. You can just stay out there.
Now Ivy with a chance to turn the lineup.
I know.
Try and make this a bigger inning.
That blue is still correcting out in the field for this left-handed batter.
Can we get a score check over there, Katie? I'm a little lost. It's 11 to or 12 to something.
12-8.
12-8. All right. All right. So I got a little off track.
And it's going to be a bouncing grounder over onto right. No, we're going to have to lay down before he gets it, and he's there at the base. Mark Ivy taking that up. Now a 5-run lead.
Big run. That matches their largest lead of the game now at 5. 13-8. 4 in the inning. And
Starting over with Dustin Youngren.
back to the top. And now it's the blue team who could use an out here.
And last time it was Ricky Castaneda who got it done on defense. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Let's get Dustin right here.
Pat telling him to use his legs. Ball going a little high over the bat.
Toes now, these toes. Here you go now.
He scored his last time up. Youngren just needs to relax a little bit here. Just put it in play. He's fast enough.
Here we go now. Here we go.
And just over the top of the bat.
Right here now. Right here. Right here.
And now Pat telling him the same thing we just said here. He, take a pitch. I want you to relax. Dustin, you know, still a younger player. There we go. He tends to get keyed up a little bit. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to be nice and smooth and easy. He brings a lot of energy to any team, though.
And he's going to make a line drive out in the left. Oh, Richie Flores just almost catching it with his hand as it goes past. And he missed the base. Aaron C. picking that up for the out.
Okay, subs. You got a couple subs.
And it looks like we're going to have subs on the blue team.
That's a tough mistake there for Dustin.
Thank you.
He did what Pat told him to do. He relaxed at the plate and got a good hit, and then he blew the base.
Just barely missed the base.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Happens to the best of them.
Is Richie Flores going in as Victor?
Victor for Flores.
What, 7?
Hmm.
That's
7 up, yeah.
Got you.
And then coming out is for just a DF switch.
Okay.
It'll be Ashley coming in for Ricky.
Thank you. Okay, Ash is coming for Ricky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Ashley's coming in for Ricky
Yeah,
as
she's
the
fine.
DF, and Zephyrin is coming in for Richie Flores.
So that answers that question. Ashley Malero apparently
Is
good to
playing.
go today.
Oh, they got Flores are down and Victor's down.
Swansea out there on the field checking those bases as we switch.
And they put Malero in for
For Ricky.
Castaneda.
Yeah, just as the
So
the
she's
DF.
DF again.
Yeah, she's still DF. She's still in DF.
She hasn't gotten an at-bat yet at this
She was
showcase.
DF last night as well.
Yeah. So it's a 5-run spread here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Nothing that Jared Woodard and the offense for the blue team can't make up. But that's where we're at. That's been really the largest separation of the game.
Heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Game moving along at a fairly good clip again today. The one yesterday did too, until it didn't.
Until it didn't. Until it was run, 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 run. Set on repeat 13 times.
And a lot of that wasn't bad defense either. It was just good pitching and good hitting. And good base running. Yep. And now we got a plane passing here. We're not far from the airport.
2 helicopters up in the sky. Noah Fenney for Team Blue.
Oh, now I do hear the helicopter.
There's 2 of them. And he knocks it into the first. That's going to be foul just right at first base.
That was close. So you've seen all players available now have appeared in this game for both teams. We do have a re-entry rule. If you come out, 6 outs, and you come back in. But they're playing, again, with shorter rosters. There were 14 players on the rosters last year, and 9 this year, so it's a little bit tougher to manage.
It's going to be a strike.
It's tougher on the players, probably easier on the coaches. They were shuffling people in last year like mad.
Taking a pass.
Money ball here, full count.
And he gets a nice line drive out into right past Justin Holland. Oh, and it's going to be past. He's easy in on third base. Right past Mark Ivy as well. It's going to be a run for Justin Holland.
That was ripped.
I'm sorry, Noah Fenney.
That was ripped. Finally, Fenney. He resembles Justin Holland, doesn't he? He's a little bigger than Justin, but you know,
his hitting style.
His hitting style is a lot like Justin's. I've heard you say that since the first time you saw him.
Good adjustment, brother. Good adjustment.
And you've seen a lot of both of them. You've seen a lot of Noah, and you saw a lot of Justin Holland back when he was with Atlanta. So I believe you. That was a shot. That was finally the one that Noah was looking for. 13-9 now. Good start. Now you get to the top of the lineup. Casey Krause has been all over the ball today.
Right on the bench, bro.
And take a pass. And it's going to be a a grounder and left just between Mark Morris's legs as he's standing. And they're going to call that out.
Now I got it. Thank you.
That was, I believe, Axel Cox.
6
but I'm
mid.
checking.
I believe that's
Yep,
Axel.
Axel Cox.
Axel Cox, his second big play at that position there today.
Came over from center, covering up behind Mark Morris.
Like I said, he plays as well on this type of surface, these type of fields as anybody you're going to see, because he's got so much experience with it. Axel, a future Hall of Famer in my mind, and he's been a big part of this Team Red defense and their offense really.
Too.
Yep, absolutely. One out, one in.
See, and at least one of the soccer games next to us is now over, as I see a mass exodus. So we'll probably have quite a few people coming around behind us here very soon. Short little pop up into right. I don't know if that's not going to make it.
I think that had a little backspin on it.
It did. As soon as it hit, it started coming back.
Four-run lead here for the red team as we play in the bottom of the fourth.
Aaron back up at home plate.
C struck out his first time up, but he crushed one his last time up.
That was it, just the last time, I believe.
Crushed it his last time. Actually, he struck out his second time. He scored in the first. K'd his second time and then hammered one.
Taking a pass.
All right, so he again takes that third pitch. They've all been doing that except Casey. Casey takes the first one.
And it's going to be a grounder out in center as he runs for first past Axel Cox. Dustin Younger running for it, but no can do, and that's another run for Aaron C. Closing that gap.
Cuts it to a 3-run game, still only one out.
Orlando heading down to first base to put that back together since the base is separate.
You can probably hear now through our mic how many people now are here behind us. It's quite a crowd here.
This is Darius Sterling.
Can't sleep without,
Sterling scored his last time. They finally figured it out. Sterling would have had two. He had another one, but he'd have missed base earlier.
Wait. I don't know. Oh, he's coming up there. He's getting more, I think, the balls or whatever. Oh, I understand. For equipment issue?
Huh?
An equipment issue?
No, all the stuff is right there with the connector. Okay, I'll get it. All the stuff is.
Got a little bit of a delay here, getting everybody back in place. Here we go.
And Darius. Grounder on the right. Tyler stopping it, and he's got it.
Stoned him. That was a quick man. Darius was barely out of the box. That was a great play.
Whoa.
Atom ball, we call that, an atom ball. But it's a put out nonetheless. That's 2 outs.
Made Nick Silver up at home plate. Yeah, it's going to be a foul.
Another big spot for Nick Silver. He was right on it, fouled it back.
Wait for this golf cart. Kind of a rattly one.
Yeah, you don't want to settle for just 2 runs if you can. You want another run here. He's going to have to leg this out. He's going to have to leg this out.
So that rolled fair, and he did not even run. He stayed at home. I think he thought that was going to be foul, and that was Mark Morris coming right up on that and just grabbed it, and he was out.
I don't understand that. You always run unless and until the umpire says foul ball or your pitcher says stay here. I didn't hear Jared give him a command not to. Sometimes he will if he's obvious, but not on these fields.
He was slapping his thigh trying to get him to run, but he just stood there.
So that is a huge mental mistake by Mr. Silver, and it costs the blue team the 3rd out of the inning, and so they still trail by 3 going to the 5th. He may have a chance to make up for that, but you never want to see that at an all-star showcase from a veteran because that is a rookie mistake.
So we have blue heading out to the field, and now Ashley Malera will be out on the field now after her coming out last night. And of course we also have Zephyrin in for Richie Flores.
I'm actually shocked as I sit here that he didn't run.
I didn't want to say anything. I don't want to, since it's right in front of us. So I was just trying to stay quiet, hoping maybe he was going to run.
They're taking out their DH. Who is red team? Blue for 1.
And I uttered he's going to have to leg this out because it was a short ball, and he just stood there like the house on the side of the road.
They're dropping 1. They're dropping
As I said, though, he may get another at-bat or 2 to try to make up for it. Of course, if I was a coach, I might be grabbing some pine for that, but
We're going to have Justin Holland up, and we will have a sub on Team Red there, but I believe it will be wait until they go out in the field. I believe John Margis will be coming back. Will be coming in for Grant.
For Simpson. Okay,
Yes.
so they're good. They're getting a lot of the folks who started the game yesterday back in the lineup late, and we're in a close game here. I mean, it's still a close game. It's 13-10.
Justin Holland up.
And Holland's been going over to right field.
He has very much. Quite a few foul balls over there.
So now if you're Nick Silver, the best thing you can do now is just forget about it, because you may get a ball headed your direction off the bat of Justin Holland.
Nick is right in center right now.
Now they pulled him over.
Yeah, Ashley Malero is up short on right with Noah Fenney still behind.
Fenney behind, so
And then Nick is in center.
yeah, he'd have to cross over if there was a deep right ball, because he's got more speed than Noah.
All right. And it's right down the center. Darius Gravey's got to feed. He's got to get his hands on it, and he's got it. Darius Sterling caught it with his toes, so it didn't really go anywhere, but he had to reach way down to grab it. Did pull it up in time for the out.
Solid play by Darius. In his 3rd All-Star showcase. He's been with us every year. Last year, he was the only Austin Blackhawks player representative. They had their spotters, Molly Fleming and so forth, but the only player who was representing the Blackhawks last year was Darius, and they brought out a huge contingent, and he really showed out. I remember that 3 up, 3 down he did in 1 inning where he had every put out when they really needed it most in the 3rd game last year, which was the rubber game. Last year, red team won the first one, blue team won the second one. They had to play a rubber match, and the blue team won it. Here, the red team's up again, 1-0.
Axel Cox up at home plate.
Axel.
Been on fire offensively.
Yeah, I think he wants to come back as a top performer next year.
Just over the bat.
This is about as motivated an Axel Cox as I've seen. I mean, even his base running, he's fast to the base, he's hitting the ball well, and he's defending.
Just over the top.
Right here, guys, on your toes, right here.
All right. It's go time now.
Just a little early.
Right here, on your toes, right here now.
And it's going to be a pop-up in center as he runs to first past Darius. Nick coming over there is caught on his legs.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, he didn't make the play. Nick got there.
That is going to be Axel Cox.
You have to have the ball off the ground, under control, and away from the body for to be considered possession and to get credit for the putout. And
Caught up on the back of his legs and it just kind of stayed there. Couldn't get it, grab it in time. Mark Morris.
so that's a big run there. That's 14 now.
Oh no, Mark Morris is in for Grant, sorry.
All right. So he's their
He was
DF.
the D.
And so now he's come in for Grant, who I think was the DH. So all they've done is they've just burned their DH.
And it's going to pop up foul on the right.
Straighten that out, Mark.
It's not. It's Mark with a C.
Richie Flores asking him if it was Mark with a K. And just barely catching that rolling foul.
If only I had longer arms.
Like 10 foot longer.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of defensive players would say that.
Yeah, especially today.
Mark with an exhale. Pop up short on the right. Let's see if it's going to be. I don't know. That's going to be foul. Rolling back towards Pat.
That happens a lot of times when you got a right-handed hitter that hits it to the right field side on a pop-up like that. It's going to have some backspin.
The sun is finally hitting its peak. Starting to warm things up out here.
Yeah, it's definitely warmer today than it was even during the day yesterday, or really since I've been here, and I got here on Wednesday evening. Here in San Antonio with all the great history that's in this town. If you love Westerns, as I do, San Antonio, it was quite a famous outpost.
Just going underneath, and that's going to be an out. Tyler Rodriguez back up.
Rare strikeout for Mark Morris. And only one run in this inning so far. Now a big one here. Let's see who on the defense can try to step up and make a play on Tyler.
Tyler pointing at the bases as the base check comes through. Just over the top.
Pretty important spot in this game.
There's a slight of a roller coaster ride up right behind us that they've been pulled up really high. They're all screaming before they were released. I'm just gonna wait for them to float on out of hearing.
Roller coaster. On the ground.
Bouncing grounder to the left. Darius scrambling over there too. Can he get it up in time? And he does.
Big play. Big play by Darius there. They had to have it. They got it. And now what do you know now? Darius starting to step up his defense just like we saw last year at this event. And that ends the inning.
With one run.
Only one on the board. So to the bottom of the fifth now, it's a 4-run game.
Red heading out into the field. Yeah, it's not exactly a roll. It's kind of like a pulley system, almost like a zip line, but they're pulled up to the top.
Yeah,
all the way up and then released.
I'm just wondering, is that coming from Morgan's Wonderland or is that?
Yes.
Okay, so we are not very far at all from Morgan's Wonderland, which
corner
is
pole there.
As I understand it, like an adaptive amusement park for children, something like that. It's a really cool idea.
It's that blue huddling on the third base line.
I guess I should say accessible, not adaptive, or inclusive. But either way, it's quite a popular destination spot. And they're having a good time back behind us there. But it's not affecting the game. I mean, it's not too loud. We've got spectators, but they're not too loud either. And we're going to the bottom of the fifth in a 4-run game. The blue team has been playing catch-up pretty much all day today as they were yesterday.
We got Zephram will be up to bat as Red is now pretty much set in the field.
I got it. Hold on. 35. Sorry, Jody. Hold back. Put those hips to those legs. Those hips don't lie.
Shout out to Live Event Productions Texas and Graham Mathena and Heather helping out with the camera work. I'm David Benny alongside Rosina Foster as we get ready to start the bottom of the fifth whenever they decide they're ready. Is this a water break? I'm not sure what's going on here, but.
Hey guys, you gotta talk out there, talk. Work together.
Looks like Red is just about ready. Our umpire is back out to the field. And this is Zephram for Team Blue.
All right, first at bat of the game for Zephram Victor. He entered last inning.
And there's going to be a bouncing grounder over to right. Tyler running forward, past him. Justin Holland has the ball up and in control and out for Justin Holland.
Second put out for Holland today. And that's one quick out.
Noah Fenney.
Noah Finney scored his last time up. It was probably his best hit ball of the showcase so far. A nice rip. I think the blue sideline forgot that there was a game going on.
Strike as Tyler hops up screeching. Just a little low. It's going to take a pass. Getting a little edge of that.
And with each out, the red team gets closer and closer to victory here as we're in the bottom of the 5th. So now there's 2 up, 2 down.
Casey Krause.
Play on the fields in Norman. Of course, Rosina and I were calling the game of the day there, but I heard those fields were hard and running fast too a couple years ago.
Definitely a lot faster than the ones that we just had.
And these fields have been fast here the last 2 years, but they're even faster this year because of the dearth of rain and the fact we're playing this in October and not December. So, we're basically sitting here in what has been, unfortunately for this part of the country, a desert-type, drought-type climate. And you've got clay. You don't have that soft Midwest mud and soil. This is Texas clay, man. There's no give to it.
Just under.
Got it, baby. Right here, guys, on your toes.
And just rolling up off the top of the bat again.
Got a piece of it. And this is where the blue team defense needs to return the favor and make some plays here. Give themselves a chance in the bottom of the 6th. And again today.
And it's going to be low and on the outside for the first
One out.
Dustin Youngren, White Lightning back at the plate.
So still 14-10.
Let's crank it, baby.
Dustin hit a good ball his last time, but unfortunately missed a base. We have seen, you know, and it may be sore bodies, it may be whatever, but we have seen a few uncharacteristic mistakes today. Youngren missed a base. Sterling missed a base. Silver forgot to run. But we've also seen some really good ball play, too, so I don't want to say it in the negative. It just, you know, eventually these fields wear on anybody. I don't care what kind of condition they're in. All right. See if Youngren can give a little insurance here to Pat Krause and the blue team, red team. And you got all the danger in this lineup coming up next.
Taking a pass.
The defense has been better today than yesterday. And I wonder, and it could be, you know, partly more ground balls or whatever, but I think they're getting accustomed to these field conditions.
A lot of heckling over there from Blue Bench.
Yeah, they want this game. They want to try to even it up, and they know that beat baseball, as regular baseball, is 90% mental, and they're trying to get into some heads, I think, a little.
And it's going to be a nice hard grounder over to just past Darius's legs. Aaron Seagun, and he's got it. He's at first. Just not quite getting it. Made it right between Darius's legs. Just past Aaron. And that's a run for Dustin.
Way to stay focused at the plate, not listen to the nonsense from the third base bench over there, and score a run. He got to base. 15-10 now. Still one out, top of the 6th. Now you got the heart of their order coming up here with Holland and Cox and so forth.
Mark Morris after that.
And then Tyler if it keeps going. So this is absolutely the meat of their batting order here. See who can make a play.
Pat doing some twisting of the shoulders. And just over the bat.
Big swing.
Right there, guys. Right there. Stop out. Let's see if we can get it.
Outfield is asking to hear the ball. Pat's going to hold that up.
Seems like they'd been using that one for a while. It wouldn't be a bad idea at this point to...
They're all right with that.
Well, they're good. If they're good, so are we.
Oh, no, it's asking for a new one. So going to get a new ball.
I don't blame them. They'd been using that for a while, and you know, it's one thing for the short players to be able to hear it. They're closer to home plate, but if you got an outfielder that can't, that's a good ball. You could hear that one back in St. Louis.
That one you just put a pin in was better.
Couple of tosses there.
Holland up, Cox on deck.
Let's get him. One down. We got one strike on him. Let's get him. Stop out.
pop up over into right, and it is foul just barely, and then rolling off.
Again, he's been behind it all day. He's not pulling the ball. It's still been effective, except for the one strikeout, but he's going to right field consistently here. I'd like to see Pat try to turn him around and get him to jack one to left, but Pat knows what he's doing and what he's seeing.
Ryan.
15-10. Top of the 6th. 1 out. Blue team will have the last at bats. Just wondering how many they're going to need.
Where's your clicker at, Blue?
My hand.
Go, now, here we go.
It's going to be foul on the left this time. Grounder.
Well, they're down to 1 strike now. If you can get past Holland here, I mean, then you got to deal with a red-hot Axel Cox. But if you can get past Holland here, you're in better shape at least.
And that's another strike for Justin Holland.
And that's 2 outs. Second strikeout for Justin Holland. That's really the only way that he's been retired. And now it's up to Axel Cox. Only 1 run has scored in this inning.
15-10 game.
There's a couple of plays in this game that I think we'll remember if the red team can hold on here. One was Mark Morris's play to end that last inning, and the other one was the base running blunder by Team Blue a couple innings ago.
Just over the bat.
However, if they can get Axel here, 5 runs is nothing to make up on these fields.
Going to be foul over to the left.
Atta boy.
And it's going to be a line drive over to the left, just past Darius as he runs for first. Aaron is past him, and there he goes. That's a run for Axel Cox.
Smooth 22 comes through again. That's a huge run right there with 2 outs. That makes it 16-10. Largest lead of the game now for the red team, and that brings Mark Morris to the plate. Oh boy.
Ball making its way back up to Pat as Mark is patiently waiting at home plate. Tyler Rodriguez.
And this is the problem with dealing with the red team lineup. There really are no breaks in it. Here we are at the 4th spot in it now. You've got Morris, you got TY on deck. Axel just scored. They need an out. 6 runs really is nothing to make up on these fields. What they don't need is what happened yesterday, where it turned into a runaway, where they really just started rolling.
Pat was definitely cooking with that baker's dozen. A little on the inside.
Right here, guys, right here.
Bouncing right between Pat's legs, going up the center on the ground as he
race.
books it to first. And let's see, that would have been Nick Silver if they. I'm going to see if they're going to call that.
What's the call?
Okay, he is out. That is for Nick
He
Silver.
did. All right, so there we go. We said we needed to see something big from Silver to make up for the little base running blunder, and he
Non-running
did.
base run.
Yeah, the not running the base blunder. When he did, he just made a tough put out on Mark Morris. That was a bang
Coming
play.
out is Victor Zephyrin. And going in is back for him is Ricky Castaneda.
All right, so they're going to put Castaneda now in the batting order. Who did Victor? Oh, Victor came in for Flores.
Richie. And Ashley had come in for Ricky Castaneda earlier. So it's just moving them around.
Well, but you're putting your former DF now in somebody else's spot. Well, this isn't the World Series, and nobody's gonna call it. But I'm not sure you can use your DF that way.
Well, he was out of the DF position at that point.
Well, but he started the game as the DF. I don't, without consulting the rule book, I don't know. But it is very odd. Usually, if the DF comes out and then comes back into the lineup, he will come back in for the
Marges.
for the DH. But either way, Castaneda is.
Johnny Ma. He could.
Johnny's coming back in.
He told me he could play defense. He just can't swing a bat.
So John Margis is back. Who's he coming in for? Who's he coming in for? For Dustin. Okay.
Margist for Youngren. Okay. As
He
they
said
look.
he can play defense, he just couldn't bat. It looks like he does have his thumb wrapped out there, so that might be the issue, like gripping the bat.
You wonder if he jammed it. Yeah.
So definitely, and I did hear him say something about the meaty part of his thumb, right where it met the hand. So, and it is wrapped currently.
Yeah, you got so many little bones in there that if you're not careful, you can break it. And you can break it sometimes and not even know it's broken. I'm convinced I've broken a finger or two right down there close to the knuckle, especially back in my wrestling days, and just never even did anything about it. Just let it heal itself.
So we're going to have Aaron C. up to bat for Team Blue.
They are chasing 6 here. We've seen this act before. This is a lot better position than they were in last night in the bottom of the 6. But they've got to have it now, otherwise the red team will guarantee itself of winning this showcase because they've got the win already in hand.
From last night.
That's right.
Pat and Jared talking out at the pitcher's mound as they wait for Team Red to set in the field.
I believe.
And umpire conferring stats with Katie.
I believe that put out that Nick Silver made on Mark Morris to end the top of the 6 was his first put out of the showcase so far. He's scored quite a few runs, but now he is in the score column with a put out as well. That was an important one, and frankly, I thought Mark was there, but even bang bang. So Margist in for Youngren for defense for the red team, and Castaneda in for Zephyrin Victor, the blue team.
Aaron C. Whew, that was close.
He was swinging for the fences too. Ooh,
Bouncing, it's not going to make it past Jared.
He didn't want that one anyway. Aaron.
Both Tyler and Mark were coming up on that, but that was an easy call for Jordan.
That was going to be very difficult for him to leg that one out if it had gone over the 40-foot line with Morris and Tyler Rodriguez both coming.
Taking a pass.
All right, he's got to go now. He's still got 2 swings, 2 strikes left to work with.
Just underneath.
Y'all got this. You got this. There you go.
Okay.
And it's going to be a grounder on the right. Tyler just going past his ankles as Aaron runs for a third. Mark Ivy scrambling to get that. And that's going to be a run for Aaron C. 16-11 game.
16-11, and I just got a text message from Demetris Morrow, who knows about as much about this stuff as anybody, and he says they can absolutely bring Ricky back in to the batting order, even though he started as DF after his 6 outs. I am going to trust Demo, and he agrees with you, Rosina, that that's within the rules. We don't see it very often, but he says you can do it. Thank you, Demo. Wish you were here. We got to get Demo down here next year if we can. Demo has been a part of our selection committee for this showcase and picking the All-Stars ever since this began. He was the first person I reached out to and said, hey, man, you're our stats guy. I need your help.
Darius.
Plowing
it over short into right. They're coming over to
he's
cover
there.
that. Tyler trying to get it, but he is at the base. That's another boom for Team Blue.
He beat it out 16-12 now.
Pace placed just perfectly between Tyler and the line and just behind him, and it's sailing away.
Nobody out. 2 in. Nick Silver at the plate looking to make up for the little disaster. He made a put out. He got Mark to end the 6th.
I'm sure no matter what he hits here, he will be running.
Come on, Nick. Leave this one, baby.
Just catching the edge of that.
Keep your bat still. Keep your bat still. That's a serve section.
And pop up into center as he runs for first. Axel Cox
Tough
coming
play.
over there to scoop it up, and he's got it.
What a play! That's a tough play.
He caught it right up, just tried to get it up and in control, and he did.
Another big put out by Axel Cox, and that's 1. And that fires up the red team a little bit over there on their sideline, as now they're 2 outs away. Blue team still chasing 4. Castaneda, who just re-entered, will get his first at-bat of the day. He's fast. He may not hit it over your heads, but Ricky's fast. That was a nice play by Cox. I thought that was a run.
Taking a pass.
Hey, that's my thing.
And just underneath the swing. Oh, getting a little taste, going foul on the right.
Jordan.
We'll have about a half an hour break, and then we'll see what we're doing for the 3rd game.
It's going to be a pop-up short and to left. Mark Morse coming over
Tough
for
play.
it. As Ricky is racing for it, and he's got it. It's a run for Ricky Castaneda.
Teammate on teammate racing there, Ricky and Mark, and Ricky won that race as Mark had a long way to come. It's a 3-run game now, still 1 out.
Noah Fenney.
And the rookie. Boy, if there was ever time for him to rip one here, it would be now. Top of the order coming up, I believe next you're going to have Casey Krause and so forth.
You don't need a home run. You see what base is. Come on.
He needs to get the top of his bat, though. You don't want Noah in a foot race.
10, 10. Whoa, stop. Whoa. Watch that little girl. She almost got hit. What'd I do? No, nothing. There was a little girl walking behind you.
All right.
10, here we go, 10.
I don't know if that child is with somebody from our group or not, but they really need to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
That was kind of scary, but no harm. No harm.
We're good, y'all.
And it's going to be a grounder, but hard over to the right, just past Tyler.
Got it by
He's
him.
placed it right between. Oh yeah, he's got it. He is
Perfect hit.
safe. That was right between Mark Ivy and John Margus as they were coming over to converge to cover Tyler. It just kept sailing right between them. A nice run for Noah Finney.
Couldn't have placed it any better. It's 16-14, still only one out.
Casey
And
Krause.
Casey at the bat. Axel Cox got Casey once today. One of the toughest outs in the sport. Tying run would be on deck. And that is... Let's see, who's on deck over there?
Aaron C.
Aaron, who started all this drama in this inning. All right, Jared's got it set up now where he wants it. You got Krause and C. 2 outs to play with.
Taking a pass.
Yep. You might not find a more intense player than Casey Krause either.
And nice high pop-up deep into center as he runs for third. And Axel Cox. That is another spectacular play. Axel Cox
Wow, he got Casey again.
dropped.
I thought that
almost
was a
right.
no-doubter. What a play by Smooth 22.
Number 6 for this weekend, but yeah.
It's been his nickname since I don't know how long. He ordinarily wears the number 22. That's where it comes from, but Smooth 22. Wearing number 6 for this All-Star Showcase and showing out and really kind of has taken over this game. 2 outs, but still only a 2-run spread. Now you got Aaron C. Still not out of the woods.
And bouncing out right up the center. It's a dead ball. Narrowly missed.
It hit Jared. Jared didn't want it anyway. Way to take one for the team, Jared. Because that was going to roll on the ground right out to Axel Cox again. What a game this has been, huh? 16-14.
Totally different from yesterday's 6th inning, but all the more intense.
And this game has just gone over about the 2-hour, 15-minute mark, so not nearly as long as what we had yesterday.
And just catching the edge of it.
Cox with both putouts in this inning, and neither one of them were easy.
Just going to wait for that train. Clouds are starting to become big and fluffy out here in the sky.
Yeah, we've got now it really does feel pleasant.
And it's going to be a bouncing grounder right up the center. Past Axel, though. It's past them all. And that's a run for Aaron C. That is now 15-16. Blue trailing by 1. Darius Sterling coming up to the plate.
So now Darius, not their hardest hitter, but he's been running hot here late in this game. And he's got a chance to tie it up. And if he can, Nick Silver would have a chance at the ultimate redemption. Because right now, the difference in this game is 1 run.
Jordan bringing the ball back up from far out in the field.
Hey, Baby D, let me give you a little ready. Come on. John, ready? Body, baby. Come on. Go, Darius.
And a bouncing grounder right up the middle.
We'll
John
get by
Margis
Axel.
over there, and John Margis with the putout.
Oh, and Margis shuts the door. Boy,
So that is gonna be the game.
Margis ends it with a putout. Axel Cox with the other 2. They made him put him out all 3 in that inning, but the red team hangs on for a 16-15 victory, and they have won now the first 2 games here at the showcase. We will take about a half an hour break. We'll figure out now with 2 games in hand what we're going to do. I don't know if we'll have surprises or not for the 3rd game, so come back about a half an hour and stay tuned.